Hello! I thought today we'd go round every tank and say what's in there. We'll see what we can see. What I've done already is I've gone round all the tanks and tried to take pictures of things that are inside it, and I know the dart frogs are exceptionally hard to photograph, and I've only got the same pictures that I've already put up, and I've been looking for them and I can't find them anywhere, so that's the only ones I think I haven't got some pictures of. So what I'll do is we'll go round every tank that I've got in here and have a look at the tank setups, and I'll tell you what's in there, whether you believe me or not, because you ain't going to see a lot. A lot of my species are nocturnal, so I'm going to try and do another night video soon, and set some cameras up and things, feeding and that. So, but yeah, we shall start. Let me unplug this. I'll go straight to it. I'll put this on stick mode. So, starting with my favourite. I know we shouldn't have favourite anything if I do. Let me just. So, this is my African bullfrogs enclosure. He's been in the water all day and has decided to go off, and he'll be in the back behind this log. He's dug out a bit there and he'll be there. But I've got video of him, and I'll add it to there'll be a video of all the animals at the end of this video. So we'll just go around the enclosure. So that's enclosure 1, and that's the African bullfrogs. Next to them we have the newts, and one is out, one's come to say hello, and off he goes. And there is a cold water loach in here as well, who just keeps things a bit tidier in there for me, along with some normal pond snails, which don't stop working. They're always on the move, and that little mouth part you can see at the front, it's not actually going that much now, but it doesn't stop. And then next to the newts and the loach, we have the pond tank. Now this one it's very natural. There's some different things in here. So we've got those pond snails and things, and what I'm actually going to do is, no, I'll carry on. So, yeah, there are some shrimp in there. So these shrimp were feeder shrimp in a pet shop. I've drawn my curtains to try and get rid of some of the glare, but the lights inside the tank make it hard to see. But there are some shrimp in there. There's some sticklebacks still in there. They're doing okay. I'll put some of the bigger ones back because I thought they're getting too big for this little tank. There's a pond right by my house, so I like to get some things, have a little look at them, maybe do a video on them, and then release them back. But that's got pond snails in as well, and I think there's 2 vampire crabs left. And I did see one. I got one out. I moved a log and found one, and then it disappeared before I could get a picture. So I can only apologise about that. So that is the 3 big tanks that are not big, but the 3 tanks on top. The 3 tanks underneath. Start off with here is my Asian forest scorpion is in there, juvenile, but he is getting bigger, so I got him out just to add to this video at the end, and he was, yeah, I got him out, and he definitely looks bigger. And then next to him we have a purple bloom tarantula, a big adult female. Again, she's hiding away. She had her first locust that she's had in a while. She's gone off feeding. I don't know if it's because I hadn't got the tank her old tank quite set up as well as I should have. So I made some alterations, and that video's on my YouTube channel. And since making this much bigger cave, this cave goes down into the substrate right to the back. And she came out and had her first locust, and she's webbed up the front. I don't know if you can just make her out. She's just come to the front. You can just see a pair of legs, but I've got some video I'll add to her. And then the latest arrival is my desert hairy scorpion. My favourite type of scorpion. They look kind of like the Death Stalker, I think that's what it is, which is a highly venomous one. Now, the hairy-tailed aren't venomous, or that venomous that it's going to affect you. Again, with scorpions, the way to tell venom is how bad they are is claw size. So the bigger the pincer, the less potent the venom. So if they've got tiny little pincers, the venom is much more toxic. Is that the right word? Because they don't need the big pinchers. Then they can just rely on their toxin. Whereas if they've got big claws, they don't need the venom so much. They can just catch and tear apart. So that is the 6 tanks that I have there, and I think they look okay. The pond tank is starting, I'm thinking, to make some tweaks. I've also had to lift the lid up on that because it just steams up. Then we'll go over to my computer setup where I keep there's 4 spiders over here. So we have I'm not sure, these are all mystery spiders, and I'm guessing that I've got some sort of orb weaver there, maybe a grass orb weaver, I think they are. In here, I think she's gone to the back, but I've got pictures of all of these that I'll add to the video at the end. I think these 3 here are just different types of huntsman spiders. So, there is one just under there. You see the legs. But I've got some good video of those, so I'll add that. And they stay up there. It's nice and warm up there, and then I can see what they're up to while I'm editing videos. And then we'll start up here, which is our rescue. Sorry, he's a bit freaked out by the camera light, but this is This is our rescue ringneck parakeet. I'm not going to shove a camera in his face because that seems to be stressing him out. He's also wanted to come out. He slept on the curtain last night because he didn't want to go back home. He normally goes back home when I put some fruit in and things, but he's like, nah, I'm going to stay out. So that's him up there. He's doing really good. He doesn't talk when you've got the camera out, but as soon as I put it down, he doesn't stop trying to talk to me, and he's trying really hard to say hello now, which is cool. And then if we move down from there, this is where it all started, really. This is one of my maturer tanks, and it's got 3 figure-of-8 pufferfish in that are getting so much bigger. And then there are 3, they're like a cleaning fish. I can't remember what they're called. So tropical fish aren't I love how the tanks look, but they've never been my strong point. But these guys are absolutely wicked. And they're cool. There's the other one just coming out. They are Ed, and Eddie. Their names are the only ones that have really stuck. And then if we move down to here, this is honestly, I was hoping to see them a lot more because poison dart frogs are so cool. I love this tank, by the way. This is probably one of my favourite tanks. But you get a glimpse of them, you go over to them and they are gone. And there is so many hiding places in this tank. And they're only juvenile frogs, so they're tiny. But we will hope to see them more and more as they grow. I have seen them feeding. Every time I get my camera out, they're gone, or they see me, they're gone. In this one is my big huntsman spider, which she'll be somewhere. She is just down there. But I've got some good video of her. It's an easy setup, a nice little one. I do like how it looks. Some simpler tanks look really effective. So they're on the bottom too. And then one of my first pets is the morning geckos. There's just one chilling at the back. We did have eggs to these, but I think I was moving them to a better enclosure and doing stuff. I'd knocked them off where they were stuck. So unfortunately they didn't hatch, but he loves going out there and sitting under the lights. And then there's a slightly smaller one in there. So they should start breeding again soon. We should get some more eggs. and I'll try not to disturb as much. So yeah, this is off to the side of the telly. So this is the view I have from my sofa when I put something on the telly and then don't really... I can lose hours just looking at tanks. So this is them. So I'll show you the project tank. So I've been making... I did my first background out of cement. So the water's just got to circulate for absolutely ages, but... That's this one. So I've moved some of the plants and that, but the only thing that's really irritating me is the filter creates this like void of sand there, and it just keeps, every day gets bigger. That was settled again yesterday, and I'd put it all straight. It's coming back. A very simple tank, but I just want to let the water settle, get the water right. I've done a couple of water changes. I do need to top it up again. Added some pothos to the top, which I think is drinking this water level down. But it'll be a nice, and this is the bedroom. South Park toys. Yeah, so that's the next little project. What I'm going to put in there, I'm not sure. My daughter does like the little neon tetras. I quite like them. And hopefully, I've not been sleeping well at the minute. Got a lot going on. So, yeah, I hope you enjoyed that video. And we cleared up what's actually in here with me, and yeah, we're gonna start doing some care videos on all of them. So we'll get the tanks out, we'll actually get the animals out with us, do a bit more interaction and go about care, what they are, and we'll go over all of that next. So if you stay tuned, there is a little montage video of what animals I could see and what I could get out, and some old photos as well. So thank you very much. Enjoy the rest of your weekend if you're in the UK, and I'll see you soon. Bye.